No, you got to go back now and say, why was the NFL continuing to support with all the confusion going on in the media? And maybe it's all of that found money right there.
And then out of nowhere came these young children. I don't know where they came from. And I sat next to this child, and the child sat next to Beyonce. So I hear B say something about
50 Cent still isn't letting up on Jay-Z and Beyonce. And now he's hinting that Beyonce herself could somehow be tangled in the Epstein controversy. By now, Jay-Z's name has already come up in discussions about those Epstein documents, including a woman's allegation that she woke up in Epstein's house and saw Harvey Weinstein and Jay-Z in the same room. 50 came online as soon as the story started going viral, signaling that the files had finally caught up with him and that he might create a documentary going into Jay's purported connections. According to reports, Beyonce allegedly enlisted the help of her legal team to caution 50 Cent against discussing the matter. But if anything, that simply served to inflame him because instructing 50 Cent to be quiet typically has the opposite effect. Insiders claimed that Beyonce was enraged shortly after teasing the documentary, and there were rumors that the Carters had already worked behind the scenes to prevent major media outlets from promoting the story. This was noted by observers when some posts disappeared and several major outlets seemed uninterested. Perhaps they thought the conversation would stop, but ignoring 50 is rarely a wise decision because he enjoys conflict and views threats as opportunities. He returned with a mysterious tweet indicating Beyonce might want to take a back seat as rumors circulated that lawyers had purportedly gotten in touch. He even shared an AI-generated video of himself with a statement implying he could smell trouble developing. And before we go any further, don't forget to support the channel, like, and subscribe. And when 50 Cent is involved, old headlines tend to come up again. People remember how far he went working on his Diddy project, revealing details many thought were buried for good, which is why some think the Carters could easily become his next deep dive. This raises the obvious question. Could Beyonce really stop a documentary if he decided to go ahead? Online opinion seems doubtful, with some commenters suggesting she might be better off ignoring the noise, while others speculate the situation is more complicated behind closed doors. The theory being that when two world-renowned figures spend decades together, they probably know enough about each other to make a dramatic breakup unlikely. After all, Beyonce has experienced her own share of rumors over the years, ranging from darker allegations that persist online without supporting evidence to charges regarding industry rivalries. One of the more unsettling tales was told by former NFL player Larry Johnson, who claimed to have attended an odd party in Colorado in the early 2000s that was hosted by Jay-Z and Beyonce, and that made him feel extremely uneasy. He said that some of the guests didn't seem like adults and recalled a comment made by Beyonce that made him uneasy. This story is still brought up whenever discussions like this one start to get heated again. Check this out.
This has been going on since 2006, and it's just been getting worse and worse and worse. And for a very long time, I put this person on a pedestal. I loved them. I'd send emails, publicly, happy birthday and all this stuff. And the entire time, this person was casting spells and manipulating me and controlling my job situations, my relationships.
Rumors have also circulated throughout the years, accusing Beyonce of being connected to sinister activities such as witchcraft and rituals. Proponents of these allegations frequently contend that they originated from those who used to work closely with her, as well as anonymous internet talk. Although the accusations were never substantiated, Kimberly Thompson, her former drummer, made news in 2018 when she claimed Beyonce was involved in what she called extreme witchcraft. She even tried to obtain a restraining order, which attracted a lot of attention right away. More recently, fans noticed that Ashley Everett, the former dance captain of Beyonce, seemed to enjoy a number of dubious posts, one of which implied that listeners had no idea what kind of energy they were inviting in when playing Beyonce's music. This further fueled the rumors already going around on the internet. Another former dancer, Khadija Cherie, who appeared in the Formation video and the 2016 Super Bowl show, made emotional accusations on Instagram, allegedly calling Beyonce a witch and claiming that something bad had been wished upon her child. The message was intense and full of rage and vanished almost as fast as it appeared, further escalating the conversation. Many claim that if blogger Tasha K hadn't posted screenshots and talked about it on her platform, the post may have gone entirely ignored and sparked a larger online discussion. However, it's crucial to remember that these kinds of accusations frequently go viral on the internet regardless of their veracity, and they keep coming up whenever Beyonce's name is brought up in controversy. This keeps the story alive in some online communities where she is once again being accused of using black magic. Watch this.
Beyonce is being accused again of doing black magic. Now here's what I'm gonna say. Everybody ain't lying. I spent probably a week doing research on all the people that they were connected with, and all of them are connected to some sort of black magic, some sort of witchery. Okay? This is an ex-dancer of hers, and now we remember the ex-drummer that came out, and we call her crazy too. We got the interview of the drummer. Y'all remember her? And she was saying that Beyonce was using witchcraft and all that stuff, and it always comes out around the time when she getting ready to cipher for a new album. I know Beyonce's a witch. I saw the Lemonade visuals. I saw it. I said, this is dark.
To be clear, no one is presenting these claims as verifiable facts. They are still allegations. However, people naturally begin to wonder where coincidence ends, and a pattern begins when similar reports about the same person keep coming from all different angles. One rumor, perhaps even two, can be easily disregarded, but when the accusations seem to originate from people who were formerly in the same professional circles, the public's curiosity usually takes over and more difficult questions are raised. Another viewpoint that is rarely voiced in public is the possibility that Beyonce and Jay-Z are not as powerful as people think. After all, the entertainment industry is full of discreet decision-makers, investors, and executives whose influence frequently extends well beyond the public eye. Some continue to use Kany's earlier statements that many well-known celebrities are under a lot of pressure, even implying that harmful secrets can be used as leverage. However, those statements are still his opinion and have not been proven to be true. Nevertheless, observers claim that the Carter brand is under unique scrutiny when you combine the Epstein rumors, the alleged lack of mainstream coverage, stories of legal warnings directed at 50 Cent, and the unexpected resurgence of earlier accusations. The true question at hand is whether reputations at that level can completely recover once public opinion begins to change, as history demonstrates that once people have an opinion, it is difficult to change it. What do you think? Is 50 Cent just making headlines with the documentary chatter, or is he hiding facts that could cause a stir? And how does Beyonce fit into all of this, in your opinion, as an active player who is fully aware of how the game operates, someone entangled in forces greater than her, or someone who is totally detached from the controversy? Talk about your viewpoint and keep an eye on what happens next.